Great way to open a live stream. I'm not scratching my head, I'm readjusting my bangs. And already orientation is locked. Rotate device back. No. Good morning. Who am I? Where am I? And what am I doing? Hi, Bobby Red Mustang. Hi, Tennessee DJ. Hi, Carrie. I forgot to put my teeth in. Give me just a minute. I got to go put my bridge in. I totally forgot. Hi, Sharon. Babies, give me just a moment. Be right back. I have my bridge in. Hi, darlings. Hi, Pam. Tennessee DJ. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Ramblin' Rome. I don't know why it impacts me this way, but I feel like I'm in like the twilight zone for, I don't know, a week or something. How's everybody doing this fine morning? Or at least it's a fine morning here in Arkansas. Y'all, this is a content-free, you too, Tennessee DJ. This is, hi, Holly. You hate the time change too. It's, I don't know why we have it anymore. And I've heard scuttlebutt over the last, I don't know, 5 years or so. Hi, Lisa, that the government is here in the U.S. is considering dropping the time change thing. I wish they would. I only see one benefit. Sharon, Sharon, you don't like time. I think, did you mean time change, or do you really mean you don't like time? I actually don't even believe in time. It was created by man to help eliminate chaos in our lives. But, we all have to adhere to it pretty much these days. Anyway, thanks for coming over, you guys. As I was about to say, gotcha, Sharon. This is an absolutely content-free live stream. We have quite a number of new subscribers. So I wanted to come on, if any of those kids show up, and welcome them to our channel. I believe I have some memberships to give away. And I also, in welcoming those new members, hi, by the way, I'm Susan, and welcome to Lip Locked No More. Let's see. Hi, Patty Meckley. On our last live stream, which was quite intense, very pointed, it turns out that evening, I suppose it was evening for a wonderful woman on YouTube that goes by Michelle After Dark. And I want to thank her. I don't know if she watches on a regular basis, but she caught either the live stream or the short. Tennessee DJ, you saw it? Yeah. And I've been subscribed at least 4 years to Michelle After Dark. I really enjoy her channel. I find her to be very responsible with her, not only the reporting of facts, but on the rare occasion that Michelle will speculate in a particular case, she remains responsible. So I have a great deal of respect for her because of that. Naturally, because I am subbed up to Michelle After Dark, I got a notification for a video upload. And it was just 5 minutes and some odd seconds long. We're not going to play it. I'm sure most of you kids have seen it. And you guys know I can't see your chat without these readers on. But in that, hi Kiki, in that, I guess it'd help if I weren't cutting off the top of my head. In that video from Michelle After Dark, she played my short titled WTAF, Did You Say Jody Sue Brown? And she recommended our channel. Well, Michelle, first of all, should you see this, and thank you, Carrie, for dropping the link for Michelle After Dark. Thank you. It's quite an honor for one such as myself, a very small channel, to receive accolades or recommendation from such a large channel. Michelle has over 97,000 subscribers, babies. We don't even have 8,000 over here, which is fine. We're a kitchen, we're a braless kitchen cult, and we are, thank you, Ramblin' Rum, we're really content over here, okay? But so, all right, I wanted to thank Michelle first of all. Secondly, in welcoming folks that have subbed up because of Michelle, I want y'all to know that that live stream was out of the ordinary for my live streams. I don't want you to sub up with the expectation that every time Susan goes live, all hell is going to break loose. Because generally speaking, our live streams are what we're doing here now. Just let's chat. I haven't yet called the meeting to order, but I will here in a few moments. My live streams, generally speaking, are designed to be relatively content-free, other than me interacting with chat. And to give folks who enjoy watching YouTube and are in this sector, which is mostly either true crime or review commentary channels that review channels that do true crime, or y'all get it. Most of the channels that myself and the crew over here watch can become rather intense and leave a heavy feeling on one. Carrie Bishop, you've been a member for 16 months. You became a member the first day that the memberships became available. So anyway, so I'm just droning on here. I get it. Hi, Susan. That there are probably people that are like, well, get on with it, lady. Well, honestly, I don't have anything to get on with it with, other than to say, if you're new and you subbed up, I hope you won't be disappointed that generally speaking, my live streams are designed, hi Bland, to give YouTube viewers a place to come for about an hour or so and just have a reprieve from the hullabaloo, the and all of that, okay? And so we get silly, at least I do, and we have fun for the most part. So I do want to show you, I got birthday presents from none other than our lovely managing moderator, Carrie Bishop. Thank you, Ramblin' Rome. And baby, you keep dropping that as often as you would like. Hang on, I'll be right back. Be right back. Be right back. New people will be like, well, good heavens. Why doesn't that lady get prepared before she goes live? She keeps jumping up and running off somewhere else. Now, what I'm not going to go in the bathroom and dig out the eyeshadows. But I did receive lovely eyeshadows from Carrie Bishop and a strong recommendation to blend, 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 blend. I also received I know, you're jelly. I know you wish you had some too. And guess what else? They have the things on the bottom. Hi, flies. They have the things on the bottom that keep an old lady like me from slippity sliding all around. And they're all cushy and luxurious. I love them. Also, I know you're jelly. I know you are. I also received this lovely set of bracelets, beautiful colors. I know, flies. I know it. Okay. Green, blue, but look, watch, it's magic. They're magnetic. I know. Okay, let's see. Over my shoulder, right there, is the box that it came in. And there's another really cool box, but it says Hocus Pocus on it. It's Halloweenish. And so it has been put away with the Halloween decorations. So I suppose after all of that drivel, it's time for your cult leader to call the meeting to order. If you are wearing earbuds or headphones or anything that the dinging of a bell would be like freaking irritating, turn your volume down. Your trusty cult leader is about to call the meeting to order, using, of course, our official Braless Kitchen Cult call to order, ding dong. Well, 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 well. Well, 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 well. I am sitting in my kitchen and I've got a bra on. I'm a leader of a braless cult. But because I am the leader, I'm not required to go braless. Well, 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 well. I am the leader of a braless kitchen cult. And we raise hell on YouTube. We tell it like it is, 'cause we're lip locked no more. And if you don't like it, you can get out the door. Well, if you're new, I make up the Cult Leader song every single day. Hi, Grateful Cat Mama. And I am wearing a bra. You know why I'm wearing a bra? Because I'm still in my pajamas. And unlike someone like, oh, I don't know, Bullhorn Betty, I don't tend to go live in my pajamas without a bra. Why? Nipplage. Not only that, but when you get to be my age, 75, then you find that you must lean forward and roll your tatas up like one of those fruit roll things and shake them in. Nobody wants to see that on a live stream on YouTube. At least I don't. So, hi, Mimi Jean. So, I'm just saying, okay, I'm going to put, hi, Tears Ran Dry made a live stream. So, and it matches. Okay. So what have you guys been doing? What have you been doing? I haven't seen you for like several days. Like I can see you now. I can't see. Okay. That's what they call leakage when it comes to psychology. Mimi Jean is quilting. You're sewing? Tears Ran Dry is sewing. See, now I got all wrapped up with you guys and I forgot. Hi, Essie. Essie is doing morning chores and all the things. Grateful Cat Mama. It's been forever since Grateful Cat Mama cut. And Carrie Bishop is rolling up her tatas. This hair, you guys, look. So, yeah, the leakage. Yes, thank you. We're segueing from boobs to leakage. I haven't nursed a child for over 40 years, so I don't think we'll have any of that kind of leakage. But I was going to say something about leakage, and that would have been related to me saying something to y'all that would have revealed something about myself that yeah, and so I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, no leaks from Grammy B. Hi, Grammy B. Total body care awareness today. Flies, total body care awareness. Are you going for a spa day? Your cat is going to the vet to drop off, hence I'm up earlier, kind of perfect to catch lip lock. Oh, well, grateful cat mama, I'm glad you're here. Carrie Bishop hasn't leaked since 1989. So anyway, y'all, I'm glad you're here. Mimi Jean's all dried up. Ramblin' Rome, you're on the roof painting trim and you're listening to me on a live and you're Ramblin' Rome. One would hope that you have a spotter. Have you got somebody there with you? Don't be up on the roof by yourself painting stuff. Flies, wishes she had a spa day, but sadly just soaking in Epsom salt bath later. Are you achy? You got an achy body, honey? Ramblin' Rome. Well, Mimi Jean, it's -1 degrees. Where are you? The tundra? Well, when we get older, like myself, 75, then weather changes do have a bit of impact on us. Mimi Jean, you're in Alberta, Canada. Well, honey, in all of these years, Mimi Jean, that you and I have been in the same chat rooms, I did not know that. Flies pick turnip, kale, and mustard green. Girl, now I'm getting all jelly. Carrie Bishop, out in the Pacific Northwest, it's 36 degrees. The colder weather is bringing in the Wrightus brothers. Yeah, Arthur. Yeah, I know. I don't have any arthritis, but I am old, so. Yeah, Pam, it does. Lisa, hope you're in Canada. How wonderful. Grammy, you're jelly too. So I do have a little bit of something. It's 46 in Ohio, Pam. I do have a little bit of something that I'm not going to play the whole thing. But I've had people ask me how I manage to remain relatively balanced, not only on YouTube, but in life in general. Kiki Ice is saying, Pam, Kiki Ice lives by the ark? You mean that great big ark that's like Noah's Ark? Don't, for heaven's sake, Kiki Ice, don't share too much, baby. Grammy, that's one. That's the main one. I have faith. I have faith in the triumph of good over evil. I have faith in a higher power. I also have faith in myself. Now, how does a person maybe go about building, establishing, and holding on to staying balanced in a world that feels like it's totally the F out of whack? Well, I don't know how you babies might go about it, but I want to share a little piece of something that will help y'all understand what I've put in my head. Y'all, when I was a teenager, many, many, many years ago. There was a little poster that went around, one of those, back in the late 1960s and the 1970s, motivational posters became quite popular. But one that came about just had an acronym, GIGO. Here's what that acronym stood for: garbage in, garbage out. In other words, yeah, day by day sometimes, Mimi Jean, absolutely, honey. It's like I told y'all on the live stream the other day. I talk to God the way I talk to y'all, except I don't cuss when I'm talking to God. Out of respect. But yeah, there are days to where I'll be out there on the front porch or strolling around the yard and talking to the Lord. And some little something to come, and I'll be like, are you kidding me? Or I'll get challenging, like, when are you going to do something about all this? Well, I could be wrong, but I feel like that a higher power, and it's okay, y'all. I want to point out right here, this is not a religious channel, and you don't have to believe in God. You don't have, you can be a full-blown atheist and be over here. That's not what this channel is about. Okay? It's not about religion. It's about inspiration. So if you're not a praying person, if you don't believe in God, I don't want you to feel like, oh, this isn't the place for me. This is the place for everybody that has a true heart, a clean mind, and is doing their best to do their best. Okay? So that GIGO thing, GIGO, garbage in, garbage out, pretty much bottom line means if you put crap in here, crap is going to come out of here. If you fill your brain with garbage, if you fill your brain with negativity, if you fill your brain with bullshit, then that's what's going to come out of you. I don't want to be that way. Now, the truth of the matter is, by nature, I can be very, very mean. Not physically, but verbally. I don't like that part of my character. There's better ways for me to deal with issues than cutting somebody down to size, as my mama would say, verbally. Okay? So, let me get over here. I've got my trusty new laptop that I'm still too scared to figure out where the ether cable that Bob bought for me. Bob is my husband, by the way. He bought me an ether cable for my birthday last week. It's 35 feet long. But I'm still scared to try to go live on my new laptop because that first time we did, it lost signal and I freaked out and didn't know what to do. Y'all, anybody that's new, I'm an old woman and I am not tech savvy. Okay? So the least little old thing, just, I'm like, ah. Okay. But let me get over here. And I want to share with y'all just a little bit of what helps old Lip Lock No More about halfway keep her shit together. I'm going through my watch history here. Well, fiddle-dee-dee.
it is afraid, not because it is arrogant, but because altitude demands isolation.
Now, some of y'all may recognize that voice. Maya Angelou, an Arkansan. I live in Arkansas. Regardless of any political affiliations, hi, Matthew. It's good to have you over, dear. This is not about politics. Now, why am I saying that? Because a lot of people, the moment you say Maya, their brain will go to her talking at the inauguration of President Bill Clinton. Hi, the Olog. That's not what this is about, and we're not talking political affiliation. As a matter of fact, we don't talk politics here at all. Bada bing, bada boom. This is about finding and watching something on YouTube that sets your day off on the right tone, a good tone, and builds you up. Okay? And that's right, Grammy. We will not wear a bra. Matthew, are you wearing a bra? Matthew, this is a braless kitchen cult, and only I, the cult leader, am allowed to wear a bra in the kitchen when we're having. Matthew, take it off right now. I'm going to turn this around. Hold on. Y'all can see. Look at all. Oh, Lordy mercy. Look at the mess in there. I'm going to flip the lens. Yes, flies. Maya was one of a kind. She followed her heart, she followed her soul, and she followed her mind. And guess what else? She inspires us to do the same. So, now you know. My secret is out. Maya. Okay? Now, we're just going to watch a little bit of it, or listen to a little bit. So that you babies can understand how this old woman starts her day. I hope y'all will be able to hear it. I've got the volume up as loud as I can get it.
Some of you watching this feel like you're too different to belong, too deep to be understood, too awake to fit in. You're not antisocial, you're spiritually assigned. And that ache inside you, that's not loneliness. It's legacy forming in silence. You don't walk with the crowd because you were never built for average. You're not overlooked. You're hidden. You're not rejected. You're protected. If you've ever asked yourself why you feel like the outsider in every room, why your spirit feels heavier in a room full of chatter, or why silence feels more holy than applause, this message is for you.
Babies, silence is my friend. Solitude is my friend because it offers me the opportunity for self-reflection and growth. Lisa, hope you have MS. Darling, I have remitting relapsing MS. Are you, Lisa, honey? I don't want to get up in your business. Are you remitting relapsing? Are you secondary progressive, honey? Lisa, the reason I'm asking is, well, because I care, okay? Y'all, I'm just waiting. I'm here, I'm just waiting. Oh, Lisa, secondary progress. Oh, you hang tight, baby. Hang tight.
By the end of this speech, you'll know why you walk alone, why certain people couldn't stay, and why you must not shrink to be seen.
There are reasons certain people don't stay. There are reasons that we sometimes feel like we have to shrink in order to not be seen. Tears ran dry has remitting relapsing MS. Well, we're just a little group of MSers over here. I'd rather, don't take this the wrong way. Oh, gosh, wait. I'd rather be an MSer than an MFer.
Because being chosen means being set apart, not cast aside. Stay with me. There is something unmistakably different about those who carry the mark of the anointing. You can't always put it into words, but when they walk into a room, the atmosphere shifts.
Y'all ever experienced that? You're in a room, you might be in a room all by yourself. Maybe you're in a room crowded with hundreds and hundreds of people, and someone walks in, not like they're on the red carpet, not like they're the most fabulous thing in the world, but something shifts, not only in the room, but inside you.
It's not charisma, it's not confidence, it's not charm, it's a weight, a quiet gravity that comes from being chosen, called, and consecrated for something greater than applause, greater than attention, greater than being liked. And because of that, they cannot be everywhere. They cannot be around everyone. They are not designed for mass consumption. They are not built to blend. Their soul was never wired to walk shoulder to shoulder with the average. There is a holiness about their path, a sacredness about their silence, a divine rhythm about their journey that does not fit inside crowded rooms or noisy circles.
Now, some of you might go, well, does Miss Susan think that she's some sort of anointed person? No, that happens to be what Maya is addressing here. However, what she is saying, we can all take to heart.
Anointed ones are never overcrowded, not because they are better, but because their blueprint is different.
And my blueprint is different. My blueprint is different. That's why I am different on YouTube than the majority of YouTubers. I'm not here for attention. I don't need anything from the outside to help me understand that I'm okay. It's okay to have a different blueprint. It's okay to walk a different walk. It's okay to not seek popularity, accolades, applause. It's more than okay. It's grand. Yes, Grammy B.
Some people don't understand this and take it personally. They mistake your distance for arrogance, your solitude for judgment, your silence for rejection. But what they don't realize is that there is a cost to carrying an anointing. You do not get to have what everyone else has and still hear God with clarity.
That's as far as we're going to go with Maya, because that is the point I wanted you to hear. The link for this video will be in the description of this live stream after I end the live stream for anyone and everyone.
You do not get to have what everyone else has, and
you do not get to have what everyone else has and still hear God with clarity. So, if like me, I believe there are a number of you in my viewing audience who are also Sigma females. If you are a different blueprint, psychologically, emotionally, and mentally, philosophically. Your interests will lie in areas that are not the norm. You will have feelings of compassion, empathy, caring, pretty much across the board for just about all of humanity, and may likely never speak of it. But it's hard to keep a bright light dimmed, even if we put it under a basket. And Grammy, it does go deep. It goes very deep. On a social media platform where shallowness is the norm. So I am different. I'm not for everyone. As a matter of fact, I'm not for the majority. I see the world through a different lens than most people. And more often than not, I will respond with silence. I'm not ignoring you, whoever you may be out there. You just don't matter enough to me to disrupt my peace, my calm, my life. My goal on this platform is to attempt to inspire others, not only to do better than they're already doing, not only to inspire myself to do better than I am already doing, but to inspire you to look at life through a different lens. In a world full of hate, sorrow, loss, complacency, disgruntlement, on a platform where a large majority of the people you listen to are lying to you in one form or another because they want to appeal to you to give them your time, your view, your like, your subscription, and in many cases, your money. I grew up in an analog world. The internet did not even exist until I was already in my 30s. Back then we called it the gloppada machine. We live in a world where sometimes we don't know if the person we're looking at on the screen is a real human being, really sitting in their kitchen. or if it's artificial intelligence generated by a computer. Are the words coming out of the person's mouth their own, and are they genuine? Or did ChatGPT write them? And an artificial intelligence voice reading that to you. I like real, y'all. I like authentic. I like flesh and bone. I like a real person saying real things in real time. Now, granted, the evolution it's got some good sides to it. I'm trying to think of something good about it. Entertainment. The AI business and the ChatGPT is great for entertainment. Hi, Shay. I feel myself getting a bit melancholy here because there are days that I long for the pre-digital. When you had a real telephone hanging on the wall with a curly cord that stretched from hither to yon from too much use. A real telephone ringing. I miss cameras. I miss Kodachrome. I miss having to take the film to the drugstore and dropping it off and waiting for like a whole week for the photographs to come back because you can barely remember even what photographs you took, all the snapshots of whatever that event may have been. Just the sheer pleasure and joy of taking that little stub back to the pharmacy, to the counter where you pick up your photographs that have been developed. And sometimes you would stand right there and rip the package open and pull them out and start looking at all those snapshots and remembering. Well, those days are gone. So an old woman like myself does her best to sit here on YouTube and wax on, wax off. Waxing not philosophically and not with much eloquence about the damn good old days before everything was right here, right now. I mean, how about tonight if we're having mashed potatoes? Can we boil some potatoes, put some milk and butter and salt and pepper in them, and mash them up with a masher instead of opening a box of instant potatoes? How grand. So these are the things, or a few of the things, along with rescuing animals and taking care of them and keeping a clean house and preparing meals and taking care of my wonderful husband. They keep my eyes bright. They keep my soul light. They keep my heart filled with good things. And my brain, rather than being idle as the devil's playground, becomes a productive place of thought, inspiration, and sometimes sharing. So I'm sure I'm boring the living crap out of you babies by now, but I got nothing else for you except we're going to do a short reading. Another thing that will help keep you grounded. Read. Get a real book. not Kindle, not Amazon. Get a real book. Smell the paper. Touch the texture of the pages. Respect and appreciate the thought that went into the words and the production of the book itself. Hang on a second.
And still hear God with clarity. You do not get to be everywhere with everyone and still guard your oil. You do not get to mingle aimlessly and still protect the sacred fire within you, because your spirit is tuned to a frequency others don't hear. And the more voices you allow in your atmosphere, the harder it is to hear the whisper of destiny. Crowds bring confusion, chaos, compromise, and for someone with oil on their name, compromise is too expensive.
Now, let me get over here and give away a few memberships before we say goodbye. Have our little reading and sorry, hang on. I think I have memberships to give away anyway. Let's see. Oh, send gift memberships free of charge. You have 10 gift memberships to send this month. Spinning the roulette wheel. Grammy B, Pam Fogel, Tennessee DJ. Hi, Lillian. Hi, Super Sensible. Got a membership. Fly on Your Wall received a gift membership. Okay, let's go ahead and give away the other 5. Now, to make it clear, I'm sure you guys all know this, but in case there's just one, this isn't costing me a penny. This is a perk provided by YouTube to creators that once a month, we have 10 free memberships to give away. Now, obviously, it is a tool in order to, if you want to be a member, that when this one expires, and you don't have to do anything, you'll just get an email that says you got a membership, and a month from now, you're going to get an email from YouTube saying that it's about to expire. So you don't have to do anything, okay? Unless you actually want to become a member here. Now, here's the thing about being a member here. I don't do anything special for members. When I activated that feature on YouTube, I made it clear that very day to those who chose to become members, you don't get anything different than the regular audience here, the other subscribers. Why? Because there are a shit ton of people in the world that can't afford $1.99 a month. Now, to some of you, that may be like, what? Who can't afford $1.99 a month? You might be fucking surprised how many people can't afford $1.99 a month. But they have what they need to watch YouTube. And I absolutely will not. I'm just not going to. So if you buy a membership over here, you're not going to get special emojis because I don't know how to make them. You're not going to get special badges other than the badges provided by YouTube for the longevity of your membership because I don't know how to make them. And you're not going to get any members-only content because I'm not willing to, I'm just not willing to put out content that everybody can't watch. I'm just not. And I have never, nor do I ever fucking intend to do a members only live stream. So let's all get that clear right up front. You don't get anything on this channel for being a member other than being a member and giving me some money. So there you go. That's it. Now, let's give away the other 5. Mimi Jean, Backroads Baptisms and Betrayal, Nene, Hippie G Ma Bargains, Nina or Nina, I think Nina. Nina was my paternal grandmother's name, Nina. And my, well, never mind. Morris, hi, honey. Morris 17, and let's see, Momo Shark also received a membership. So congratulations to everybody that got the memberships. And if you want to re-up after it expires, I'm not going to I'm not going to bitch about it, okay? Give me some money. Great. I'd love it. I love money. I do. So, before we say goodbye, it is the tradition here that I read y'all a little something or other, and then I set your ears on fire because I sang to say goodbye. So, yeah. Hey, have y'all been seeing, by the way, offhand, sidebar, there may be a lot of you that are like me. I don't ever go to the community unless a channel I subscribe to, unless they make a post on their community tab that comes into my feed. I don't go to people's community things on their channel. Not because of any reason other than I just don't have time to sit around reading what somebody else is saying. And I'm pretty good about finding what I want to watch, not what they want me to watch. Although on this channel, a lot of what you will see on the community tab is me recommending things for y'all to watch. And now I totally forgot where I was going with that. Oh, on the community tab. Now, what the hell was I going to? I'm not even stoned yet. Well, fuck me running. I can't remember what I was going to say about the community tab and something on. Something about if you, it's because I was going to brag. That was my mother's spirit saying, Susan, actually, Susie, if it was mama, Susie, sissy, baby girl, don't go bragging. Okay. Bragging rights. You know, when you get old, you can do that kind of thing. I shared a short about the heavy metal rock band Krokus, Krokus, on the community tab yesterday. And on it, or along with it, my comment was, I used to make Earl Grey tea for Mark every morning. That would be Mark Storace, the lead singer for the heavy metal band Krokus. My recording studio in Baxter County, Arkansas, received gold and platinum albums from RIAA for the Headhunter album and the Blitz album, both from Krokus. The majority of the songs on the Headhunter album were written in my office in the recording studio. So when that little short popped up on my feed yesterday about Krokus, I was so pleased. And so If you don't know about the heavy metal band Crocus, yes. Yes. Now, what I do is I just flip through the pages in this book, published by the Reader's Digest in 1946. It's an anthology, biographical, autobiographical short stories of inspiration, getting the most out of life. And I just always give the disclaimer because it's a cold reading. I sure as hell hope there's no big fucking words in here that I can't pronounce. So let's see what Drew Pearson and Robert S. Allen had to say in a short paragraph that is taken from The 9 Old Men, published by Doubleday. When Oliver Wendell Holmes was still on the Supreme Court bench, he and another justice took walks every afternoon. On one of these occasions, Holmes, then 92, paused to gaze in frank admiration at a beautiful young girl that passed them. He even turned to look at her as she continued to walk down the street. And then turning to the other Supreme Court judge, he sighed, "Ah, what wouldn't I give to be 70 again?" What wouldn't I give to be 50 again? Now, some of you may go, a dirty old man. That's because that's where your mind goes. And that is exactly what I have been talking about. When you hear something, does your mind go to a bad place? Or does it go to a place where you can just chuckle and go, I'm a girl watcher, I'm a girl watcher, watching girls go by, my. No, it's just a fellow looking at a beautiful young lady walking down the street. There's nothing wrong with that. There are people today that would call him a stalker or inappropriate behavior. No, he's just a human who recognizes beauty when he sees it. And, like an old lady like me, has a certain sentimental and nostalgic attachment to his youth. So, going to sing you out of here because we've been on here an hour and I need to go walk Rags the rescued dog. So what are we going to sing? Let's see. Calling all dreamers and optimistic fools. Don't let go of your dream. Make it now. Make it all come true. If you believe in a brighter day, I know we can find our way on this island in a starry ocean. She's poetry in motion. This islander, a beautiful oasis for all human races, the only home that we know. This islander, Well, we don't know what's in store today. We could spread our wings and fly away, or we could go like the dinosaurs, they say. The choice is ours to make. If you're looking for a miracle, open your eyes. There was one this morning, just about sunrise. Dawn came a-breaking like a wave on the sea, and it's there for you and me. Calling all dreamers and optimistic fools. Don't let go of your dream. Make it real. Make it all come true. If you believe in a brighter day, I know we will find our way on this island. In a starry ocean, she's poetry in motion. This island earth, beautiful, spinning like a dancer. Gravity is the answer. A rendezvous in the blue. This island earth. Now you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here because I've got shit to do. So I love y'all. Don't forget, as you go out onto the main streets of YouTube, you have a superpower. It's called kindness. Just use your other superpower that we know as discernment. In other words, there's snakes out in that grass. There's some motherfuckers that don't deserve your kindness. So just watch out. Now, get the fuck out of my kitchen. I got shit to do. A rendezvous in the blue. The only home that we know. This island earth.